As well as this vodcast, you can watch The Chasers War on Everything Wednesday nights at 9 on ABC Television or download it from abc.net.au/chaser. This program is classified M and is not recommended for children under the age of 15 years.
To the war for 2007 in a brand new time slot here on Wednesday nights.
Yes, the new improved time slot. It feels a bit different, doesn't it?
It does.
Feels like we have at least 3 whole new viewers watching us this year.
We do, in fact. They're over there. They're the ABC's bias police. G'day, guys.
Great to have them along this year, isn't it?
And we've made a few other changes, Chris. We thought we'd take a leaf out of 1 versus 100 on Channel 9. You know how they have them mobbed in different categories of people.
Oh, I love the mob on that show. So we thought we'd do that with our studio audience. So please, let's have a big hand now for the gratuitous nudists. Please give it up too for the associates of Brian Burke. Nothing to hide whatsoever. And keep that applause going for people who think David Hicks had a fair trial.
Not even down to turn up.
But Craig, lots to get our teeth into this coming year. It's an election year, obviously, and John Howard with a lot of work to do between now and polling day.
Yes, absolutely. According to the latest Nielsen poll, Howard trails Rudd 61% to 39%. He also trails Rudd in late-line appearances this year and is massively behind in smug, twerpy smiles.
A big blow to Howard too last weekend with the New South Wales state election results, and the Libs were pretty much trounced. And Craig, do you think, was it because of work choices, or do you think it was because the Liberal leader, Peter Devlin, pretty much spent the entire campaign wearing sluggos?
Yeah, look at him. He's a political Adonis, isn't he? You know, Keating had his Xenia suits, Devlin had his Speedos.
It must be a Liberal Party thing, I reckon, because look, here's Ted Baillieu doing the same thing in Victoria.
I know. Well, if it is a Liberal thing, I'm really worried about the upcoming federal election.
I know, and heaven help us if there's another referendum on the Republic.
Exclusive picks. Well, look, what's so wrong with it anyway? I mean, is it really such an electoral turn-off? To find out, I decided to approach the budgie smuggler himself, Peter Devlin, at his office in Parliament House. Hello, Liberal. G'day, mate.
I'm sorry, sir, you can't come in dressed like that.
Well,
it's inappropriate.
Take the hat off?
No, I'm sorry, it's inappropriate.
Inappropriate?
Yes, I'm sorry, sir.
Jeez, man, if I was the leader of the Liberal Party, you let me in. And we're going to move that funding through to the front line or through to infrastructure, which is what we're talking about here today. Mr Devlin? Mr Devlin, do you have any idea why the people of New South Wales aren't warming to you, Mr Devlin? Any idea at all why people aren't getting your messages? Oh, sorry, I'm not Peter Devlin, he's over there. You got me confused, guys, sorry. Just because I'm wearing this doesn't mean I'm Peter Devlin. God, this happens everywhere I go. I'm not Peter Devlin. For God's sake. Guys, thank you. Thanks very much, everyone. It's out. What? Oh, sorry, I'm not Peter Devlin, I forget. Yes, so welcome to our new segment, The Fix It, where we solve problems for people, whether they've asked us to or not.
And the first problem we want to fix this year is us. We've got a new time slot no one knows about, and we're up against shows on commercial channels that have big ratings and, frankly, are much better.
Yes, the obvious solution is, of course, advertising, but as you may know, the only billboards we could afford were overseas, including one in India that was hand-painted. Inside Australia, though, we had to come up with somewhere to advertise for free. Look, I think I found one solution to that. It's great, because the owners don't even know you're doing it, they'll never take it off.
Not bad, mate. You fixed that one. But there's an even better way to influence public opinion, and that is cavies. They're always talking to people. So I decided to manufacture some good word of mouth for the show.
If I give you $50,
will you tell every single one of your customers to watch our show? $50. No? Please?
We work here for our money, we don't know.
Hey, this will be hard work, trust me.
You cannot recommend product to the person if you don't see the product yourself.
Yeah, sorry, mate. You got too much ethics for me. Not interested.
$50, no problem.
You do it?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just say it's funny, right?
It's much more balanced than the Glass House.
Much more balanced than the Glass House.
Yeah.
I reckon The Chaser is just the best show on TV.
Mate, I tell you, it beats the house show.
You can get all your friends to watch it. What about your mum and your dad? You've got to get them into it too, because it's...
I think Mum likes the dirtiness.
You can get over that because it's satire. It's, it's just having a shot, You can get her to get... She'll get over that.
It's okay, I guess. Not everyone's sort of thing.
I have been there, it's not very long.
Okay, well, one of the experiences that you need to have when you're here is to watch The Chaser's War on Everything. Okay, fantastic.
What else do you do with yourself? Do you...
Not much, mate. I just watched this bloody show. I tell you, it's really great.
Just let Karen know. Call her a little bit later on for me.
Karen needs to know as well.
Taking a while. No, that wasn't me. That was the cab driver. I have no idea. He's talking about some TV program.
The Chaser. You know, it's won some awards. The AFI awards. Won a couple of awards. I don't know what they are, but you've got to be good to win them, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the next problem, Jules, and it's a pretty big one at the moment, David Hicks.
Yeah, well, there's no problem now because he's pleaded guilty.
No, I don't think he pleaded guilty. I think he pleaded anything to get me out of here.
Yeah, well, even so, the problem is that Hicks has been a PR disaster for the Americans, especially with this Bring David Home campaign.
Yes, the solution? We took a new campaign to the American ambassador.
I've got my filter through which I see things. You've got yours. And that doesn't make you a bad person. Doesn't make me one.
Ambassador, the Bring David Hicks Home campaign is gaining a lot of strength in Australia. Do you think you should have a campaign to put your position about David Hicks?
Beg your pardon?
Do you think that David Hicks' Is Home campaign, with a nice picture of Guantanamo Bay there, might help convince people of your position? Or what about something even more succinct? No? You said you were happy to answer the questions, Ambassador. You can get back to me any time in the next 5 years, Ambassador, that's fine.
Our Father who art in heaven, massively hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come before close of business today. On earth, direct import from heaven. Give us our daily bread and never to be repeated prices. Free home, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory for a limited time only. Amen.
Good morning.
Forgive me, Father, for I have drastically sinned. An incredible range of trespasses. Mortal sins, venial sins, eternal sins. There's no act of depravity I'll turn away. How many Hail Marys should I do? Make me an offer. But you better absolve me today because my strength against temptation simply cannot last.
The main thing we learned about current affairs shows last year is that they are the very models of fair, detached journalism. And it's good to see that tradition continuing this year. Here's Today Tonight's delicate profile of some ex-Big Brother housemates.
Remember these two turkeys?
Reasonable. And Today Tonight is never more reasonable than on the subject of Mercedes Corby.
Yes, now you might remember in February, Jodie Power accused Mercedes Corby of being a bit of a druggie. Well, Today Tonight are on Jodie's side.
And the current affair are on Mercedes' side.
And to represent these two, we've chosen these cheap, dim-witted dolls.
Now, if you haven't seen her in the flesh before, of course, Mercedes Corby looks like this. Here she is. Or, of course, if you watch Today Tonight, she looks like this. Yes, there she is. No doubt that's the most flattering footage Channel 7 could find.
Yes. And that very fair slow-motion effect was used, of course, during an interview by host Anna Corrin.
This is a complete fabrication.
Anna Corrin, everyone.
You can understand, of course, why Today Tonight has it in for Mercedes, because they have some very serious evidence backing up Jodie Power. Now, prepare yourself for these startling revelations from a Corby clan insider.
He says he was stunned when Jodie Power spoke out. He doesn't know her, but he does believe her.
A guy who's never met Jodie Power? Oh, you're gone, Corby.
Yeah.